Hello and welcome to the Highly Accomplished ICT Educator Induction Training course on Plane. I'm Mark Woolley. I'm in charge of the Highly Accomplished ICT Educator program and I'll be leading you through this induction program. You're getting a version that's a little bit different to everybody else. The people who attended the one-day courses had probably a more intense experience. For you, what we're trying to do is take that experience and break it down into a short course so that you can get an idea of what's involved in Plane and also where you can find your passion in Plane. Along the way, I'll be helped out by the other members of the professional learning team on Plane, and you'll meet them as they create their little sections. The highly accomplished ICT educator role is a really important leadership role in Plane. It's our opportunity to take accomplished educators from right around New South Wales and Australia and give them the platform and opportunity to share their knowledge with other educators from Australia and possibly from around the world. The course of the induction is to show you some of the features that are available within Plane, but also to give you the opportunity to sign up for an area to lead within Plane. We want to find out your passion in Plane. Essentially, what we're looking for is what jumps out at you. We need educators who are really passionate about a particular area so that they can help lead others and inspire others to use those particular skills, ideas, concepts. I'd really like to take this opportunity to acknowledge your contributions to Plane as a highly accomplished ICT educator. The role itself is all about leading others and improving practice right across Australia, and so it's an incredibly important leadership role. I think it says so much about you as an educator that you're prepared to take on this role and contribute in such a way. And so I think all teachers have a great heart, but particularly you guys, you're giving something back to the community, which is a wonderful thing, and I'd really like to acknowledge that. Now, one of the requests that we get is for teachers to have a video which explains Plane in a really simple and quick way. So we've got a What is Plane animation that very quickly informs people about Plane and why they might be interested. There's a link on the bottom of the video where you can find it on YouTube. It's also on the Highly Accomplished ICT Educator induction page, which I'll show you in a second. So we'll just move on to the video.
We're kickstarting a digital learning revolution by empowering educators like you to lead the future of learning. It's starting with a dynamic platform that'll enable keen teachers at any level to engage in professional learning and development, anywhere, anytime. We're calling it Plane, Pathways for Learning Anywhere, Anytime, a network for educators. Revolutions don't come easy. There's a lot to do, and we're expecting some turbulence in this journey. You may have been told that education is too hard to change and that teachers don't have the time to learn anyway. Ha! We say, there's no time to lose. The future of learning is at stake here, and we know it'll be up to educators like you, teachers who care enough to keep learning and to enable rich learning for their students into the future. If you're looking for real opportunities for professional learning at any level, anywhere, anytime, and if you think our students deserve the best opportunities to create, collaborate and thrive in our rapidly evolving and digitally connected world, jump on board. www.plane.edu.au.
Many people find that video an interesting way to initially introduce staff to Plane or the concept of Plane and online professional learning. Now, many of the things that we look at today you may wish to go back to at some point in time without coming back into this course. And of course, your highly accomplished ICT educator group is a centre point for highly accomplished ICT educators. And so if I come to Discover, you'll see that one of my options there is Groups. When I click on Groups, I get a listing down on the right-hand side of all of the groups that I'm a member of. Hopefully you don't have quite so many in your list, but you can see the highly accomplished ICT educators is listed. I'll click on that group and the group will load. The front page has some general information. As we scroll down the page, you'll find again links to other resources, the latest forum posts, and for you guys, the group pages and pages shared with the group. And this is where the highly accomplished ICT educators who shared their application pages with everybody else have their pages. It's a great place to look at some information created by that person and learn a little bit more about the person. There's some amazing resources that have been shared there, and I really enjoy going back in and looking at pages. If I was to click on one, let's click on Greg. We'll see that the page will load, and it's an opportunity here where Greg's actually applied, but it's Greg's sharing his passion for education and many of the things that he's done in education with his students and with his staff. There's some really good resources, and I'd encourage you to explore if you haven't already. And of course, at the bottom of each page, if I keep scrolling to get there, you'll see that there's an area for comments, and lots of people have been commenting on the various pages. So it's a great opportunity. You can see 18 people there have commented on Greg's application page. Just going back to the group, I'll go back to the top of the screen there. All our forums associated with the group. You can click on members to see who's a member of this group. And under pages is where you find pages related to this group. There was an example application page there. And the one that we're interested in at the moment is the induction training page. So if I click on induction training, you can see there's an agenda there for the induction training. And also on the right hand side is a series of links. Now throughout this course, the links will be in the course, but also any links that we use will be listed down the side here. One last thing to wrap up the introduction to the induction is, as I mentioned, on the side here are links to anything of importance. The first 6 links are really about giving us an opportunity to get some feedback from you about different aspects of Plane. This first one is all about getting ideas from you about ways that you could add value to teachers in Plane, ways that you could lead in Plane. It's simply a wall wisher. You double click somewhere, put in your name if you wish, and then type your message. You can put in images, audio, etc. Now, a couple of people have left some ideas here about how people can add value in Plane. The next one, and I'm not going to open them all, is I think. And what we encourage people to do during the induction is when they think of something or an idea arises, whether it's a problem or an opportunity, we encourage them to go into the wall wishes and write the idea down straight away so that we can gather ideas when it's straight in people's minds. And we would encourage you to do the same thing. So if I go to the wall wisher for I think, you can see quite a number of people have got ideas there that they've shared with us. Again, if you leave your name, that's great. We can possibly ask for some more detail if we don't quite understand. But again, there's no issue if you don't leave your name. It's just an opportunity for us to connect with what I believe to be our most powerful users and get some ideas back. So if you can contribute to any of those links, that would be wonderful. So that wraps up the introduction to the induction, and we'll be moving on to have a look at the taxonomy and then moving through other elements of the induction training.